Canada, with a population of more than 30 million, has one of the leading and resilient economies in the world. As a successful trading nation, Canada is having a well-deserved reputation and enjoys a high standard of living, high-quality education, a marvelous infrastructure, and a highly skilled labor force. However, the economy has not been the same. Despite hitting the peak, the economy faced a downfall, but it hardly hits 2 times in the past 20 years. Besides this, Canada is a country having an abundance of natural resources than its population. It is also considered an energy superpower because of its small population and abundance of natural resources. The economy of Canada is one of the largest economies in the market. It is ranked 10th and 16th largest GDP nominal and PPP in the world, respectively. In terms of natural resources, Canada ranked 3rd with an estimated value of $33.2 trillion by 2019. Canada has the 3rd largest petroleum reserves and is the 4th largest exporter of petroleum and natural gas. Economy. Developed nations and their country's economy rely heavily on the service industry, which employs around 3/4 of Canadians. With an estimated value of natural resources valued at US $33.2 trillion in 2019, Canada becomes the 3rd highest largest proven reserve in the world, while the 4th largest exporter of petroleum and natural gas. Following which, Canada is considered an energy subpower due to its abundance of natural resources while existing with a small population of 37 million inhabitants relative to its vast land area. Historically ranking above the US, Canada is one of the least corrupt countries in the world and one of the top trending nations with a highly organized global economy, while European nations on the Heritage Foundation Index of Economic Freedom therefore experience a low-income disparity. Moreover, the country's average household disposable income per capita is well above the OECD average. While the Toronto Stock Exchange is 9th largest with a market cap, listing over 1,500 companies with a combined market cap of over US $2 trillion. An earning of 1.5 trillion Canadian dollars as a result of trade in goods and services. By 2018, the Canadian experts dwell over the total 585 billion Canadian dollars. Canada stands out as compared to other developed countries in its importance of the primary sector, where Canada's 2 most important industries consist of oil and logging industries. Where both logging and oiling has a sizable manufacturing sector based in central Canada, with the automobile industry and aircraft industry a focal point in services. Moreover, Canada has also been ranked as the 8th largest commercial fishing and seafood industry around the world. Apart from its role in food, Canada is one of the pioneers of global research of the commercial seafood industry in the world. They are global leaders in the entertainment and seafood industry in the world. A member of APEC, OECD, G7, G20, and WTO, and was earlier a member of NAFTA until the USMCA came into force in 2020. Canada's GDP in 2020. In April, Canada's GDP rose about 11.6%, but then as the COVID-19 pandemic hit the economy, both the output of manufacturing and construction declined to 20%, same as the retail trade. Healthcare, social assistance, education ratio also declined to 10% and 9% respectively. Besides, the greatest decline was seen in lodging and food facilities, and arts 64% and 56% in the entertainment and recreation sector. But the GDP is expected to increase in May up to 3%. Economy in 2021. As of the report of the Conference Board of Canada, if there is ease in the virus containment measures, then the economy will progress to a 6.7% and 4.8% rise in 2021 and 2022 respectively. The provincial report of the Conference Board of Canada says that the economy of the British Columbia is expected to rise as it has experienced less severe economic fallout as compared to the other provinces and was in a better fiscal position. Along with PEI and Manitoba, BC, would probably like to suffer less economic decline, whereas Ontario and Quebec would like to cope worse during the pandemic. The report shows a slight contraction of 5.5% for British Columbia in 2020 and a growth of 6.7% in 2021. Furthermore, the Conference Board's view depended crucially on U.S. developments. The surge in the COVID-19 cases may lead to a decline in household spending and then less demand for goods from Canada. The report said that Canadian exporters will be hurt if U.S. economic growth drops below our current assumptions due to the inability of the Trump supervision and the governors of Florida and other NOC states to stop the spread of COVID-19. Also, the report said if the economic growth of the U.S. dropped, then the Canadian exporters will be hurt. Besides the largest economic hit in the first half of 2020, Canada's economy is constantly recovering. The Conference Board of Canada believed that Canada's GDP will expand up to 6.7% by the next year. Still, the economy is not expected to return to its pre-pandemic level until the second half of 2021, as the restriction will ease slowly.